Right, I haven't planned to come here today, but Caroline, who owns the land, says all my hives have been tipped over. She just called me to say that they've been tipped over, so let's have a look, see what the damage is. Yep, that one's been tipped over. I'll put that right. And that one's been tipped over. We can put that right. That one, as it happens, didn't have any bees in, but that's also been tipped over. So this doesn't happen on its own. This is a human that's done that. Hopefully we can put it all back up right, and hopefully there won't be too much damage done. It's a bit annoying though. Very annoying. Yeah. Right, well, better get some kit on and smoker going and see what we can do. Right, well, I've got a good base here for this hive, 4 slabs, and I can put that stand back up. I see I put a queen excluder on the bottom of the floor. That's actually to keep the vermin out, the mice and rats. I'm not sure when I acquired this hive stand, quite a long time ago. I quite like it though. It's quite a solid bit of kit. Right, well, that's the floor back in place, and that's the bottom of the brood box. Now, they've made quite a lot of wild comb because the things weren't put together in the right way. So these are dark bees. I like these bees. I've been keeping them for a long time. I don't treat them, and they seem to survive. Well, so far, let's hope they can survive this. I'm just looking to see whether there's a queen in here anywhere. They're quite hard to find queens of these dark bees, and maybe it's just a matter of taking each bit of wax up and checking each piece out in turn. It doesn't have eggs in it, that one. It's just yeah, I'm going to take all of those bits up and clean this floor, and well, maybe we'll see the queen, maybe we won't. No, can't see a queen at the moment. Right, I think that'll do this one for now, and it needs another super or two actually, and then it could be left alone for a while. But I might come with a whole new brood box and floor. The brood box is alright, but I might give it a better one. And one of the frames was broken in the super, but apart from that, I don't think there's any permanent damage done to this hive. It's not very well sighted on the stand, I see. Might just have to edge that across. Alright, well, bits of honey and in those pieces of wax, I'll leave those for the bees to clean up. I'm going to put that floor over in the other hive that's tipped over, and of course there's some bits and pieces to take away. But hopefully I'll have to come back fairly soon, I think, and give this hive a good going over. But hopefully that has saved the day for now. Right, well, I've got this one to do now. First of all, I think get the roof out of there, cut some of these brambles away, and there's the floor set up anyway. Right, well, this is set up as a 1412 plus a super, so too heavy to move all in one go, so I'm going to have to put the super on top of the roof and then put the brood box onto the floor and the super after that. So let's see how we get on. Well, this is quite a full box of bees, and quite a full super as well, I think. So anyway, let's try and get this up onto the floor. Oh, right, well, that could have been worse. That's on there now. And get the super on top, and then there's another super under there. That looks like that should go under the crown board as well. Don't think I'm going to disturb. Should I scrape all that off? Maybe I should scrape that off first. Give it a bit of smoke and scrape it off. Now there you go, that's interesting. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a queen cup with an egg in it. So if there's a queen cup with an egg in it up here, there's likely to be others, and if there are not others now, there will be soon. So this hive is ready for a split. And seeing as I've got an empty 1412 just over there, I think that's the thing to do. Get the queen out of here and put in that one down there. Alright, well, this is 2 frames short because I would have taken out 2 frames in the middle to put some fondant in, so I need to bring in 2 frames. Hasn't got a queen excluder on, so the queen could be anywhere in the 1412 brood box or the super above it, and by the time I get round to it, possibly even up in this one as well. But I can't leave it too long, because there's eggs in queen cups, then they're well on their way to having made the decision that they need to swarm. Lovely old label on this roof. Bit battered now, probably done many years service, I should think. Anyway, let's carry on. Another old hive stand. It's very well made, finished, but it's to be honest, it's a little low. I'd like to be a bit higher up than that, really. So I suppose I could put a couple of blocks on top, which would make sense. Now this floor's rubbish, fit for the bonfire, but for the time being I'm going to put this empty box on it and then come with a decent floor with the intention of splitting that other hive and putting half of it in this box. Right, that's it for today. That one's upright. This one's back on its stand. Bees are going in and out. Needs another super and an proper inspection. This one needs the queen finding and the queen removing, and then we can breed some new queens with this one. But for now, that's it. Right, well, this is a new one on me, and let's hope it works. This is Simon's computer printed hive. Plans from the internet, all printed on a 3D printer.
Well, that one I made myself, I designed myself.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so the bigger one at home is nearly 3 times the size of that, and that one I did download the plans off the internet.
Oh, right.
But this one is slightly smaller than the other one, just so it's easier to print.
Right.
So I print it all in bits.
Right, well, we set it up on this box here. We found the queen last time we were here and marked her, so she's marked green. So the idea is that the bees should move up from the brood box up into this, well, I suppose it's a nuke box really, because it's a smaller sized brood box. I wonder if we ought to put a little bit of tape just along that edge. We might do that. Yeah, so we'll wait and see, and we'll have a look in a week or so's time and see how well they settled in. They were doing quite well. This was the second super on top of the super that I've actually put over there, and they have been making honey. So now what we want them to do is not really make honey, we want them to make wax. Actually, that's one of the things I should have asked you, Simon. Do you have a feeder?
I don't.
Right. Is there one in the plans at all?
No. So
no.
If you tell me what I need to do, I'll print one off.
Well, or we might be able to, I don't know how much room there is there, but you probably do. We might be able to fit a feeder in there. Well, we'll have a look. We'll have a look the next time we come. We'll have a look, see how they're getting on, and if they don't seem to be making wax very quickly, or they don't seem to be up there, we'll put a feeder on to encourage them.
Is the feeder just like a flat?
There are all sorts of feeders,
okay.
But there were some round ones with a hole in the middle that I think might fit in there, and there were some square ones, possibly not. But yeah, okay, right, well, we're just about done. We'll clear up, and we can come back in a week or so and see how they're getting on. Just before we go, we thought just a quick look at the inside of Simon's printed hive. I mean, there's a bit of honey that I put on top because we want the bees to come up from down below and populate these frames that they've got here. So that's hopefully going to encourage them to some degree. And I'm hoping that also they're going to stick everything together, because it's all quite movable at the moment. And if they stick it all together, it's going to be easier to move out in the long run. There we go.